Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo. Welcome back today to a Minecraft Console Edition tips and tricks video. These tips and tricks are for the Elytra. However, before we get into this, I take no credit for any of these. I'm not the founder. These have been around on Minecraft PC for an incredibly long time, but considering only recently Minecraft Console Edition got to U46, and better yet the Elytra, I thought I'd bring these to your attention. Now if you do enjoy this and you would like a part 2, be sure to thumbs it up and leave a comment down below. I appreciate all your support because you guys are beautiful. So, the Elytra, what are they? They are the wings of Minecraft. Technically you can't fly, but I have a couple of strategies that will help you improve and prolong how long you fly in the air for. Now, just to show you guys how they work, you press A off a building or any type of height and you can glide for a really long time. Now, the glitches, I'm calling them, that I share with you today will actually give you the ability to possibly travel from one classic world to the other side. It's really that easy to do. So, we do need to be in survival for this. And as you guys can see in my hand, I do have a bow. It has infinity and punch. The enchantment that's really important to this is punch, because punch gives you like a knockback effect from an arrow, and I'll show you exactly what I mean here. So if I switch it to survival, I fire this bow ever so slightly. Once it hits me, if it lets it me here, as you guys can see, it knocked me off. So it's kind of like a knockback ability, and if you use this while flying with the Elytra, you can fly pretty much indefinitely for as long as you want. But of course, you do need to be careful because arrows will do damage to you. So I highly recommend having some kind of armor on, or better yet, in a new update we was given tipped arrows, use the tipped arrows of insta health. Incredibly useful for something like this. So I'm going to be a little bit rusty with this, but I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and go that way. Then I'm going to try and turn around and land back on this podium. Again, I'm not the greatest at this. It can be done. For some people it may take 1 to 2 tries. For some people it may take 10 to 20. It's all depending on angles. So let's just jump off. And if we can fire this correctly, as you guys can see, it's doing damage to us. Now, you have to be really careful because if you just sit there spamming the bow, you're going to end up down on the ground. So, as you guys can see, it's boosted me. So, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try my best to get back up on the podium. As you guys can see, we're boosting ourselves up again. We did it again. And we pretty much have made it. One more. Here we go. We pretty much made it. It was very close, but we made our way back. Now, as I showed you at the start of this video, you can't technically land back on the same one without doing this. It's such a great feature. Even better, guys, you can use this. Now, of course, these will heal you instead of doing damage to you. So we're going to try this as well. See how we get on with these. So here we go. Come on. There you go. As you guys can see, they're doing damage to me, but I'm gaining hearts instead of losing them. So it's such a cool feature. It's such a great feature to be introduced. You need to aim up a little bit and fire, guys, when you're doing this, by the way. Let's see if we can do this for a second time. I'm going to turn around and try this. Come on, Echo. You got this. Oh, this is going to be a close one. This is going to be a very, very close one. Here we go. We're climbing, though. We're climbing just about. No, this isn't going to work. No, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it this time. But I mean, you guys can start off. In some cases, you can start off from the bottom and literally make your way from the top. So if you're really good at this, you can stand down here and do it, and you'll end up flying as well. So let's try to see if we can do this. Let's see if we can start from the floor. I'm going to try this one a little bit more. Let's try this, shall we? No, it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, that's how it does work, guys. You can fly from A to B and get back to the same point using this. The next thing I want to share with you is all to do with angles. So instead of using the Elytra, I'm going to show you guys how to angle it correctly to try and make your way all the way back. Now on Console Edition, it's very hard to tell because we don't have F3 mode, which can tell you like how far you're looking up and how far you're looking down. So according to the wiki page, if you angle yourself to look down 40 degrees and then look up another 40 degrees, you can actually fly indefinitely. But again, on console version, it's quite hard to do. I'm going to show you what I mean by this in creative this time. So if we fly and we look down around about 40%, and then we angle ourselves to look up about another 40%, which is kind of like minus 40%, and then back down another 40%, and then back up another 40%. You can apparently make yourself fly indefinitely. Now for Console Edition, I'm going to say it doesn't do it indefinitely, but it definitely prolongs how long you can fly. So let's just turn around and see how far we flew. So again, angle it around about 40%, and then go back up around about 40%. As you guys can see, we're going quite high. So again, on console edition, it's a little bit difficult because you really don't know the point where 40% and minus 40% is. But you can give yourself a good shot to get a rough idea on what I'm talking about. So maybe you guys can angle it correctly. If you figure out how to angle it correctly, then this will definitely benefit you. But for me, I just could not angle it for 40%. It's quite hard to do, but we made it quite far back. Not all the way back, but we made it quite far back. And as you guys can see, it's just above us. So we did pretty well. It prolongs for how long you can fly. Now, this next feature is the best one. The next one I'm about to share with you is the best feature. And this is how to crawl underground. You heard me correctly. You can actually crawl. So if I grab myself a pickaxe, we're going to go down. Let's just go down quite a decent amount. Let's just go down enough so we're not in a cave. So let's go down to around about, let's say, here. All right. So when you're mining for oh, this is not the best place to be. Let's go this way a little bit more. Okay, so let's say we're about here. Let me just grab myself a couple of torches. Where's the torches? Here. Let's light this up. So this is how to crawl through a one space gap. It's actually possible. So when you're mining for diamonds, you normally mine 2 by 2 by 2. With this one, you can actually save the efficiency of your pickaxe. So maybe you wanted to go that way, and you wanted to crawl just 1 instead of crawling by 2. So if we grab ourselves some blocks, I'm just going to box us in a little bit. I'm going to box us in. Now, I'm going to put some torches here. We're going to dig up. So you have 3. So it needs to be 1, 2, and 3. So let's close this in. So as long as we're 3. As long as you have the elytra on, as you guys can see, we do. I'm going to switch my game mode one more time. I'm going to set this to survival. If you come to this block and you jump so you're flying, you can actually aim and end up under a 1 small gap. So as you guys can see, I'm in survival. Now it looks like we're standing there. So technically we're standing in a block. But in first person, you can mine out 1 section. And this is probably the best feature that I've seen with the Elytra so far. It's such a top tip. It's so useful. Again, I'm in survival doing this, and as you guys can see, we're there. So let me switch my game mode, grab myself some more torches, and show you exactly what I mean. It's such a great feature. So bear this in mind when you're going mining for diamonds. Maybe you're losing the durability, you're running out of space. You can do this in creative as well, but I'm just showing you in survival so you don't take fall damage. So push up to this block, make sure you've got a gap underneath, push up to this block, jump up so you're flying, and then push forward, and you'll end up underneath. And as you guys can see, we're mining in survival in a 1 space gap. So don't know if any of you guys knew about this. Such a great feature to bear in mind. They're the 3 tips I have for you today to do with the Elytra. And you know what, guys, this would be a super fun mini game. Maybe you could make like events where you guys have to chase each other, like kind of like Pac-Man style would be a fun thing to do. So I've been Echo, guys. Have a great day. Well, you can't see me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.